All right, so for the rest of the night, so that I can work by myself while I got my wife's help tonight. We get the bottoms in, all these across here, the tops in, and we got to build in up here a box as well to put the tops in. So this is going to be pretty interesting when we get to it, but you'll see what we get done here. I'm going to try to get all that done, so then I can lay out all the studs where the studs need to be, at least where the studs need to be for the windows. I can figure out the rest, but yeah, this will have a window, that'll be a window and a window and a window and a window. So we're going to get that done quick, fast here, and then we'll start studding up after that, but if we have time. Trying to beat the sunset here. So what we did is we cut the bottom plate to fit in here with our inch. It's a 1/2 inch gap on this side, so we'll have to shim that out. Piece of OSB. We took our board that was on the outside off, like I said earlier, and then we notched this one and put it in, and then stuck it to our base plate. And then what we'll do over here is we'll add one to this where it needs to be. We'll probably put a filler up there too, and then we'll build another one of these on the flush side of that all the way up, and then we'll put cross member bracing in all the way down to make it like a header, even though it's really not. But and then we should be able to stud it, find our windows and stud it. So what I did is I used my 2 angle finding tools, created me a template on the same size board that I'm going to use. Today we're going to finish this. We got half the windows in, half the windows framed out. Got a triangle to put in the top. Then we got to duplicate it on the next side, and then we got to sheet it and put tie back on it. So hopefully we'll get that done today, but this has got a double header in it. It's a 2x8 wall, so you can put 2 double headers together up there. We put a piece of blue board in between it to separate the cold air from coming through when you got that much space. So on a 2x4 wall you can't do that. You got to put a piece of OSB in there or plywood in there to give it the extra strength. But Alright, so what we're doing is we got a triangle window. We got a triangle window that's going to face right in here. It's going to come up to roughly there. Well, there'll be a board down. So that'll be the top. And it'll set on this header here that we've got in place. And then that block will go up there, and we'll put our board in between all the way up, and then put our cripples in where they need to be. No need for a header because we have this big heavy duty header up there, so it's carrying all the weight of the room. So we'll be fine there. And then this will be solid. This board will be solid. There'll be a window here. We'll build this out to the width of what the window needs to be. And then this one will be framed in. Then the triangle window will be framed in right above it. So everything should look good. Alright, so we are marking the cripples. So we're using a laser. I only have a red laser on a day like today. It doesn't show up too well. Green one would be better. So if you're going to buy a laser, buy a green one. But the idea is we shoot one side of the stud down there because these are already marked on 16 on center for sheeting. And then we're just transferring it up here. Both sides. It's important to mark the arrow which way the stud goes, so the wide side of the stud goes to the other side, so that kind of helps you. And it helps to have two people. Guy down there can adjust the laser, tell me when he likes it. And I can just give it the old mark. Mark the way the stud goes. I mark them all that way in case you did one a different way. In theory, they should all be the same way. If you're doing it right. Anyways. Yep. This is a little harder to come on the other side of the laser. And then we can cut our triples. We got to cut angles on each of them. So what we can do is figure out how long they need to be, cut the angle on one, then come back and mark each one, number these, like make this one 1, make this one 2, like that, down through there. And then you could cut them just a little bit too long, then bring it in, put your mark, go ahead and cut this angle because we already know what it is. So we can fit it right up there nicely, and then boom, 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 all the way down through. Works out nice. So that's what we're going to do next. And we'll attach those to the studs, and we'll be done with this wall. And then we'll repeat, rinse, and repeat on the next wall. So we've cut a couple. Gabriel's nailing them in where we need them, and then we'll cut the next ones and keep going. But cut the angle with the circular saw. We pre-fitted. It's roughly 16 degrees.